Vasudev Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Diri Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtiki. So continuing with the discussion on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila, chapter 20th, the Shikshashtaka prayers, text 16 onwards. So we discussed the first prayers of Shikshashtakam, then today is the second one. Nam Nam Akari Bahudha Nija Sarva Shaktis Tatrarvita Niyamita Smarane Nakala Etadrishi Tav Kripa Bhagwan Mamapi Durdevamidrishamiha Janinanuraga. My Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, in your holy name there is all good fortune for the living entity, and therefore you have many names such as Krishna and Govinda, by which you expand yourself. You have invested all your potencies in those names, and there are no hard and fast rules for remembering them. My dear Lord, although you bestow such mercy upon the fallen conditioned souls by liberally teaching your holy names, I am so unfortunate that I commit offenses while chanting the holy names, and therefore I do not achieve attachment for chanting. So although he has invested all his energies in the holy name, but still we don't have that attachment for chanting. That's a problem. And there are no rules or regulations, no niyamita smarane nakala. Anytime we can chant, but still we don't have attachment. Aneka lokera vancha aneka prakara kripate karila aneka namera vrachar. Because people vary in their desires, you have distributed various holy names by your mercy. Khaite shuite yatha tatha namalaye kala desha niyam nahi sarva siddhi hai. Regardless of time or place, one who chants the holy name, even while eating or sleeping, attains all perfection. That's how powerful the holy name is. So, yes, it can be chanted anytime, but definitely while eating or while sleeping, we won't chant on our beats. By our tongue, we can chant anytime, anywhere. But with beats, there are some rules to be followed. That's all. सर्वशक्ति नामे दिला करी अविभाग हमार दुर्देव नामे nahi anurag. You have invested your full potencies in each individual holy name, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attachment for chanting your holy name. Ye rupe laile naam prema upajai tahar lakshana shona swarup ramarai. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, O Swarup Damodar Goswami and Ramanand Rai, hear from me the symptoms of how one should chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra to awaken very easily one's dormant love for Krishna. So how one should chant? That's the third verse of Shikshashtaka. Trinadapi shanichena tarorapi sahishnuna manina manadena kirtanya sadahari. One who thinks himself lower than the grass, who's more tolerant than a tree, and who does not expect personal honor but is always prepared to give all respect to others, can very easily always chant the holy name of the Lord. So one who thinks himself lower than the grass, more tolerant than a tree, does not expect personal honor but is always prepared to give all respect to others. So these are the qualifications to be able to chant always. Uttam haya apana ke mane trinadham dui prakare sahishnutha kare vrikshasam. These are the symptoms of one who chants the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Although he is very exalted, he thinks himself lower than the grass on the ground. And like a tree, he tolerates everything in two ways. Vriksha yena katileha kechu na bulai. Shukaya maileha kare pani na magai. When a tree is cut down, it does not protest. And even when drying up, it does not ask anyone for water. So two qualities of the tree. ये मागाए तारे दया आपन धान घर्म वृष्टि सहे आनेर करे रक्षान. The tree delivers its fruits, flowers, and whatever else it possesses to anyone and everyone. It tolerates the scorching heat and torrents of rain, yet it still gives shelter to others. उत्तम है या वैष्णव हवे निराभिमान जीव सम्मान दिव्य जानी कृष्णाधिष्ठान. Although a Vaishnava is the most exalted person, he is prideless and gives all respect to everyone, knowing everyone to be the resting place of Krishna. Ei mata haya jai, Krishna nama lai, Shri Krishna charane tada prema upajai. If one chants the holy name of Lord Krishna in this manner, he will certainly awaken his dormant love for Krishna's lotus feet. So he will certainly awaken. So normally what happens is we act the other way. Forget about being more humble than the blade of grass. We are more proud, tolerant than a tree. We have no tolerance. Anybody says anything, we have to give Nelle pe dehla. And then not expecting any respect for ourselves and still giving honor to others. It's the other way around. We're expecting all the respects, but we don't want to give honor to others. So how can we chant this holy name? And here Mahaprabhu is saying, he will, if somebody chants the holy name in this manner, he will certainly awaken his dormant love for Krishna's lotus feet. Kahite kahite Prabhu Danya Badila, Shuddha Bhakti Krishna Thai Magite Lagi. As Lord Chaitanya spoke in this way, his humility increased and he began praying to Krishna to be able to discharge pure devotional service. Premera स्वभाव यहाँ प्रेमेर संबंधा सही माने कृष्ण मोर नाही prema gandha. Wherever there is a relationship of love of Godhead, its natural symptom is that the devotee does not think himself a devotee. Instead, he always thinks that he has not even a drop of love for Krishna. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur comments that persons who are actually very poor because they possess not even a drop of love of Godhead or pure devotion service falsely advertise themselves as great devotees, although they cannot at any time relish the transcendental bliss of devotional service. So, and yes, this qualities in us also. Falsely, we want to advertise as great devotees. Why? Because people respect devotees. So we want to get the respect. And as Prabhupada said, although they cannot at any time relish the transcendental bliss of devotional service. A class of so-called devotees known as Prakrit Sahajya sometimes display devotional symptoms to exhibit their good fortune. They're pretending, however, because these devotional features are only external. The Prakrit Sahajas exhibit these symptoms to advertise a so-called advancement in love of Krishna. But instead of praising the Prakrit Sahajas, show their symptoms of transcendental ecstasy, pure devotees don't even like to associate with them. It is not advisable to equate the Prakrit Sahajas with pure devotees. One who is actually advanced in ecstatic love of Krishna does not try to advertise himself. Instead, he endeavors more and more to render service to the Lord. So why do we want to advertise ourselves that I am such a pure devotee? Instead, like in Hindi, there is a saying, Adjal Gagri Chalkat Jai. When the pot is half filled, the water is coming out. So similarly, a devotee, if he is not full of Krishna consciousness, full of love of Krishna, he will try to advertise. He'll, oh, see, I'm so humble. He becomes proud of being humble also. Or I have done so much for Krishna. I have done this. I have done that. Who are we to do anything anyway? Until he chooses us to do something for him. What can we do anyway? Until he gives us the capability of doing so. Just like we always talk about this service of book distribution. And it is the experience of every book distributor that I don't do book distribution. It's only Prabhupada, through me, Krishna does book distribution, not me. Because that day we feel I am doing book distribution, that day definitely none of the books will go out. And similarly, other services also. So what do we become proud of? That is our misfortune, actually. Prakrit Sahajya sometimes criticize pure devotees by calling them philosophers, learned scholars, knowers of the truth, or minute observers, but not devotees. On the other hand, they depict themselves as the most advanced, transcendently blissful devotees, deeply absorbed in devotional service and mad to taste transcendental mellows. They also describe themselves as the most advanced devotees in spontaneous love, as knowers of transcendental mellows, as the topmost devotees in conjugal love of Krishna, and so on. Not actually knowing the transcendental nature of love of God, they accept their material emotions to be indicative of advancement. In this way, they pollute the process of devotion service. To try to become writers of Vaishnava literature, they introduce their material conceptions of life into pure devotional service. Because of the material conceptions, they advertise themselves as knowers of transcendental mellows, but they do not understand the transcendental nature of devotional service. So devotional service is very, very deep, very deep. And as Prabhupada is saying, those who have it, they won't even show it. They don't even like to be called as pure devotees. That's another characteristic of devotional service. Text 29. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadish kamay, mam janmani janmani ishvare, bhavatad bhaktera hetu ki tvai. O Lord of the universe. So this is the fourth verse. I do not desire material wealth, materialistic followers, a beautiful wife, or fruitive activities described in flowery language. All I want, life after life, is unmotivated devotional service to you. I don't want anything material. Even Mahaprabhu is saying, I don't even want mukti. Give me life give me birth after birth. No problem. But just give me unmotivated devotion service. That's all I'm asking. And mam janmani janmani ishvare. Well, you are the Ishwar. You are the control of everything. If you want to give me something, just give me this. But what do we want? Plenty of dhanam. And materialistic followers, janam. Sundarim, of course. For men, they want beautiful opposite sex. For women, they also want beautiful, charming opposite sex and rich opposite sex. Kavitam va jagadish kamay. As Proper fruitive activity is described in flowery language, or it also means intelligence. We want all this. We can claim that I want it to perform service, perform devotion service. But this is not what is going to please Krishna. It can please me, it can give comfort to my senses, satisfy my mind, and that I have all this. But this is not what pleases Krishna. What pleases Krishna is unmotivated devotion service. That's all. Dhan jan nahi mago kavita sundari shuddha bhakti deha mora Krishna kripa kari. My dear Lord Krishna, I do not want material wealth from you, nor do I want followers, a beautiful wife, or the results of fruitive activities. I only pray that by your causeless mercy, you give me pure devotional service to you, life after life. And don't even give me liberation. Just give me pure devotion service. Ati dhanya puna mage dasya bhakti dana apanare kari sansari jiva. In great humility, considering himself a conditioned soul of the material world, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again expressed his desire to be endowed with service to the Lord. And now he is saying, 5th verse, Ai nanda tanuja kinkaram patitam mam vishme bhavam buddho kripya tava pada pankaja sita dhuli sadrisha chintaya. O my Lord, O Krishna, son of Nanda Maharaj, I am your eternal servant. But because of my own fruitive acts, I have fallen into this horrible ocean of nations. Patitam mam vishme bhavam buddha. Now what? Now please be causelessly merciful to me. Consider me a particle of dust at your lotus feet. So earlier, na dhanam na janam sundari. Okay. After that, more danyata, more surrender, humility is coming. Mahaprabhu is saying that somehow or other I have fallen into this horrible ocean of nations. And I don't even have strength. On my own, I cannot even hold on to your lotus feet, to get on your lotus feet as a particle of dust. So you please pick me up and put me as dust, as a speck of dust of the lotus feet. And why Mahaprabhu said, Ai Nanda Tanuja Kinkaram? Why Nanda Tanuj, the son of Nanda Maharaj? He's reminding Krishna that you are son of Nanda Baba. Just like Nanda Baba used to help you, you please help me. He's trying to take out those emotions, those feelings of Krishna. I mean, these are for us to pray to Krishna. How surrendered we should be. Tomara nitya das mohi toma pashariya. Padiyacho bhavaranave maya baddhaya. I am your eternal servant, but I forgot your lordship. Now I have fallen into the ocean of nations and have been conditioned by the external energy. Kripa kari kara more pad dhuli sama, tomara seva karo, tomara sevan. Be causelessly merciful to me by giving me a place with the particles of dust at your lotus feet, so that I may engage in the service of your lordship as your eternal servant. See, on my own, I can't even do that. You please do that. Puna ati utkantha danya haila udgam. Krishna thai magya prema nama sankirtan. Natural humility and eagerness then awoke in Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He prayed to Krishna to be able to chant the Mahamantra in ecstatic love. And now he is further speaking. Nayanam galadashru dhareya, vadanam gadagad rudhya gira, pulkyara nichitam vapukata, tava nama grahane bhavishyati. My dear Lord, when will my eyes be beautified by filling with tears that constantly glide down as I chant your holy name? When will my voice falter and all the hairs on my body stand erect in transcendental happiness as I chant your holy name? So when is that going to happen? When is I'm going to get the bhav chanting your holy names? Prema dhan vina vyartha daridra jivan das kari vetan more deha prema dhan. Without love of Godhead, my life is useless. Therefore, I pray that you accept me as your servant and give me the salary of ecstatic love of God. So for the servant, you have to give some salary. Just give me the salary. What a salary I want is Premadhan. That's all. Rasantara veshe haila viyoga surana udvega vishada danya kare pralapa. Separation from Krishna awoke various mellows of distress, lamentation, and humility. Thus Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke like a crazy man. And further he's saying, Yuga itam nimeshena chakshusha pravareshaitam shunya itam jagat sarvam govinda virahena. My Lord Govinda, because of separation from you, I consider even a moment a great millennium. Tears flow from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I see the entire world as void. Now separation is coming. उद्वेग दिवस न जाए क्षण हैला जुग सम वर्षार मेघाय प्राय आशु वर्ष नयन. In my agitation, a day never ends, for every moment seems like a millennium. Pouring incessant tears, my eyes are like clouds in the rainy season. Govinda Virahe Shunya Haila Tribhuvan Tushanale Pode Yena Najaye Jivan. The three worlds have become void because of separation from Govinda. I feel as if I were burning alive in a slow fire. So this is what separation does. Krishna udasina haila kari te parikshana. Shaki sab kahe Krishna kare upekshan. Lord Krishna has become indifferent to me just to test my love. And my friends say, better to disregard. एतेक चिंतिते राधार निर्मल हृदय स्वाभाविक premar swabhav karila uday. While Srimati Radharani was thinking in this way, the characteristics of natural love became manifest because of her pure heart. Irshe utkantha danya prodi vinay eta bhava ekathai karila uday. The ecstatic symptoms of envy, great eagerness, humility, zeal, and supplication all became manifest at once. Eta bhave radhar manasthira haila, sakhi gana age praudi, shlokaye padila. In that mood, the mind of Srimati Radharani was agitated, and therefore she spoke a verse of advanced devotion to her gopi friends. सही भावे प्रभु सही श्लोक उच्चारी ते तद रूपे आपने आई. In the same spirit of ecstasy, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recited that verse, and as soon as he did so, he felt like Srimati Radharani. This is the topmost verse, topmost ecstasy mood of Srimati Radharani. Ashlishya vapadaratam vinashtu Madarshanan marma hatam karotu va yatha tatha va vidadhatu lampato mat prananathas tu saeva napara. Let Krishna tightly embrace this maid servant who has fallen at his lotus feet, or let him trample me or break my heart by never being visible to me. He's a devotee after all and can do whatever he likes, but still he alone and no one else is a worshipable Lord of my heart. That is the mood of Srimati Radha. Whatever he can do, he can do. Whatever he wants to do, he can do. But I'll always be his maid servant. So this is Shikshashtaka. This is what Mahaprabhu came to give us. Okay, I wanted to cover this shloka, so we'll stop here. See anybody has any questions or comments? Okay, you all have a
Right,
safe and
Raj
wonderful.
Gurji. Thank you
Hare
very
Krishna.
much.
Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Ram.
Hare Krishna.